This is a General Motors RDM unit, or rear differential module. This one today I'm going to install in my Saturn Vue, in which the all-wheel drive unit has burned out completely. Basically front wheel drive now. I picked this one up from a Vue in the junkyard with approximately 140,000 miles on it. It seemed to be in decent condition. Hopefully the owner didn't burn it out like mine is. When I got mine, it was pretty much burned out when I got it, but it's pretty much toast now. I have tried to save it by replacing the fluid with royal purple. I gave it a little bit more life, but only lasted about a year. And it's like basically front wheel drive now. We get about 6 revolutions on the front tires before the module would kick in. Usually it's about a half a turn at the most before it kicks in, but I've been noticing with age these things tend to wear out, and most of these cars get 2 to 3 full revolutions before this thing kicks in. Tools needed to complete this job: an 8mm hex, 6mm hex, that's for the drain and fill plugs, 10mm for the bolts that go around the module, a 1/1/16 for the main nut, also probably a 26 in metric, a couple of extensions, mallet, rubber, hopefully won't need that pry bar, a large screwdriver to get the module face off, which is held on with silicone. Alright, let's get it drained first. Good old 6mm. Alright, that's drain plug loose. This should be purple. It's full of royal purple. That kind of don't look purple, but whatever. Alright, while that's draining, let's get the big nut off. That's a 26, I believe, or 1/1/16. Corroborate. There we go. Come on. Might have to apply the brake. Spinning pretty good. Yep. Apply the brakes. Alright, that's the plan. Alright, there the unit is. And it should slap right out. I missed it. Got a little shaft in there. Come on. Here we go. There's the unit. The module, whatever you want to call it. Looking, it works for wetter than the other one, but that drain plug was covered with a ton of medical particles. I'll let you rest here. Oh, that's the replacement. Let's see if I can get you in there. Let's see about the silicone first. See if we gotta clean it up before she goes in. Not so much. Not so much. Let's put you guys back on the perch. There's a royal purple. It don't look purple no more. Trust me, it was bright purple when I put it in. Alright, we'll see how let it drain for a while. And put shaft to the differential. If there's a way to bypass that, you can just make this permanently four-wheel drive instead of all-wheel drive. But there's no way around this. The first part of the input shaft, which is right here. I can't see it from there. But this part of the shaft goes into the front part of the viscous coupling. This goes into the body. And when there's a differential in speed between the front wheels and the back wheels, this guy kicks in. But if you run two different size tires, it's going to wear itself out because this thing there is going to be activating itself slowly but surely. Over time it wears out, and I think that's what happened to mine. Alright, where's he? Hello, man. There it goes, all the way seated. Alright, we wait for it to drip, stop dripping for a while, and I'll come back. And that's going to mess with the silicone if I do it that way. Give everybody a break. Everything buttoned up. I installed 2 bottles of VersaTrack fluid into the differential. Drove the car around about 10 miles before I put the drive shaft back in. Once I got the drive shaft in, took it for a test run. Got about a quarter turn of the tires, maybe even a chirp, before the rear module kicked in and gave me all-wheel drive. So my all-wheel drive is back. And yes, you can drive these cars around without a drive shaft in them. They do not require it. Very similar to the Honda CR-V system, almost exactly the same. It's just 2 different companies make it. This is the GM. They call theirs VersaTrack. I can't remember what Honda calls theirs, but very similar clutches and everything. It's basically similar to a limited slip differential, except it's turned on the side and it's working with the drive shaft instead of with the 2 rear wheels. So it just detects variable in wheel speed, I guess in this case axle speed, before it kicks in and operates as a limited slip differential. Okay, hope to see you guys next time. Have fun. Bye.